محمد في الليل إذا يغشى وصل على سيدنا محمد في النهار إذا تجلى وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرة والأولى وصل على سيدنا محمد شابا زكيا وصل على سيدنا محمد كهلا مرضيا وصل على سيدنا محمد منذ كان في المهد صبيا وصل على سيدنا محمد حتى لا يبقى من الصلاة شيء. اللهم وأعط سيدنا محمدا المقام المحمود الذي وعدته الذي إذا قال صدقته وإذا سأل أعطيته. اللهم وأعظم برهانه وشرف بنيانه وأبلج حجته وبين فضيلته. اللهم وتقبل شفاعته في أمته واستعملنا بسنته وتوفنا على ملته واحشرنا في زمرته وتحت لوائه واجعلنا من رفقائه وأوردنا حوضه واسقنا بكأسه وانفعنا بمحبته اللهم آمين. وأسألك بأسمائك التي دعوتك بها أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عدد ما وصفت ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت أن ترحمني وتتوب علي وتعافيني من جميع البلاء والبلوى وأن تغفر لي وترحم المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات وأن تغفر لعبدك المذنب الخاطئ الضعيف وأن تتوب عليه إنك غفور رحيم. اللهم آمين يا رب العالمين. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: من قرأ هذه الصلاة مرة واحدة كتب الله له ثواب حجة مقبولة وثواب من أعتق رقبة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نوعت وأربعينات وزلانات وخلونات ورياضانات وسلوكات. We're asking the support from our Shaykh, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdulkerim Rabbani, who is taking his support from Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani. We are ones that have been taught manners. We do not go directly to the Sultan. The same way Ahli Tariqat and Ahli Sunnat Aqidah, we don't go directly to Allah. We go through the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And we're always asking for his himmat and his madad to be with us in whatever that we are doing, especially in the ibadat that we are doing, because with their support we may be brought to the divine presence. Without the means, it may be very difficult, impossible, dangerous for us to be to the divine presence. We're asking the support of our Shaykh to be with us as we make the Zikr, keeping the tradition of the Naqshbandi Zikr that our Shaykh Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Kibrisi Rabbani, he has continued since he was brought to this country, since he came to this country by the order of his Shaykh, our grand Shaykh, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani, at the age of 19. For about 40 years, he has continued the Thursday night Zikr in this land, representing the Naqshbandi Haqqani order, and we are continuing that tradition every Thursday night in the Dergah and elsewhere, in the other Dergahs around the world that is connected to us, and other ones that right now, as we are speaking, it is not Thursday night, but they're sitting and making zikr with us anyway. Our intention is to continue that tradition, that 1,400-year tradition, until we die, and to be able to pass from this world clean, and to have those who will continue this tradition after we pass. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Al-Fatiha. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم واتوب اليك من كل ذنب معصية من كل ما يخالف دين الاسلام من كل ما يخالف الشريعة من كل ما يخالف الطريقات من كل ما يخالف المعرفات من كل ما يخالف الحقيقات من كل ما يخالف العظمات يا ارحم الراحمين أودنا المتاني كلمتاني شهادتاني عندك يا رسول الله وهي لنا ولية يومك يوم رحمة للعالمين اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفاتيح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام وفر أمر إلا الله إن الله باس بالعباد. Rabitahu Sharif. Connect your heart to Shaykh Efendi. فاتحة الشر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. ألم نشرح. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. إخلاص الشريف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله فاتحة الشيخ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صلوات الشريف. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كلنا أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما والحقني بالصالحين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم. سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى شرف النبي مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه الكرام وإلى مشايخنا تاركة نقشبندية الانيازة النار وإمام تاركة الحالي كوجشان نقشبند محمد ويس البخاري سلطان الأولياء شاب الله فزد سنة بفكر سيد أجمد رباني سلطان الأولياء قبلة الإسلام صاحب الزمان شيخ سلطان مولانا محمد ناظم الدلالكاني حد محاجة إلى عبدالحالي كجواني صاحب السيف شيخ عبدالكريم الكبرى رباني ساي صدتنا وصدقين
الفاتح. فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى وسلم ألا بذكر الله طعمين قلوب بلى الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله والناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حق حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي هاي حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله الله حي الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم الله يا قيوم. حسبنا الله نعم الوكيل نعم المولى نعم الناصر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ياهو ياهو يا دائم ياهو ياهو يا دائم ياهو ياهو يا دائم الله ياهو يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا الله يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا الله يا حليم يا حليم يا حليم يا الله يا حليم يا حليم يا حليم يا الله يا حافظ يا حافظ يا حافظ يا الله يا حافظ يا حافظ يا حافظ يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا علي يا علي يا علي يا الله يا
ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أفضل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسوله ولجميع خلق محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. رضي الله تبارك وتعالى سادتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين وعن التابعين بإحسان إلى الله متقين وعن أولياء الصالحين وشيخنا بطريقة النقشبندية العالية قدس الله ذكرهم بركات الله تعالى بركاتهم وفي ذاتهم دائما والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. اللهم صل سبحان ربي العلي العلى الوهاب. آمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى اله وصحبه اجمعين. جعل الله ايانا واياكم مما يستجيب الشفاعة ويرجو من الله رحمة ورأفة. اللهم بحرمة هذا النبي الكريم وعلى اله وصحبه منهجه القويم اجعلنا من خيار امتي واستعنا من بزين حرمتي واحشرنا غدا في زمرتي واستعمل ألسنتنا في مدحه ونصرته وحنا متمسكين بسنته وطاعته ومتنا اللهم على حبه وجماعته. اللهم ادخلنا معه الجنة فإنه أول من ينزلها وارحمنا يوم يشفع الخلاء فترحمها. اللهم زدنا زيارته في كل سنة ولا تجعلنا من الغافل عنك والعنه قبل سنة. اللهم لا تجعلنا في مجلسنا أحدا لغسلت ما توبة عن ذنوبها وسكنت بداية المغفرة أيوبا. اللهم انه كان معنا في سنة المدح إخوانا معه كدرس في مسياد الله فضله رحمهم الله. اللهم ارحمنا إذا سرنا من أصحاب القبور ووفقنا على عمل صالح يبقى سنه وعلى من زهور. اللهم اجعلنا لك الذاكرين واليوم لك الشاكرين واليوم لك من الذاكرين فحنا بطاعتك مشغولين. وإذا توفيتنا فتوفه غير مفتونين ولا محذولين واختم لنا خيرهم أجمعين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين. اللهم اكفنا شر الظالمين واجعلنا من فتنة هذه الدنيا سالمين. اللهم اجعلنا هذا النبي شفيعا وارزقنا بيوم القيامة مقاما رفيعا. اللهم اسقنا من حوض نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شربة حنية من يتمنى المعبد أبدا تحت لوائه غدا. اللهم ارحمنا آبائنا وأمهاتنا ولما شيخنا وذو الحقوق علينا وازد أجرى هذا الخير في هذه الليلة ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك أنت قريب مجيب الدعوات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات وقاضي الحاجات واغفر الذنوب والخطيئات يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Rabbi Peygamber Efendimiz Aleyhisselatü Vesselam Hazretlerinin güzü hürmetine, mübarek Cuma gecesinin hürmetine Ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin ahiretteki makamını, gücünü, kuvvetini, heybetini, şanını, şerefini dünya ahiret arttır Ya Rabbi. Büyük şeyhimiz Evliyaullah Sultanı Lokman Efendi Hazretlerine, bütün ifan kardeşlerimize sağlık, sıhhat, afiyet, şifa, hayırlı uzun ömürler nasip ve mesele eyle Ya Rabbi. Mehdi Aleyhisselam, İsa Aleyhisselam zamanına sağlık, afiyetiyle kavuşmayı bizlere de nasip ve mesele eyle Ya Rabbi. Hakkın tez vakitte zahir olmasını, küfrün tez vakitte yıkılmasını nasip ve mesele eyle Ya Rabbi. Meclisimizi Ya Rabbi büyüden kötü kötü gözden, nazardan, fitneden, fesattan, hükümet, devlet şerrinden, şeytanın şerrinden, şeytanlaşma insanların şerrinden, Deccal'ın şerrinden sana sığındık ya Rabbi. Sana döndük, sana sığındık ya Rabbi. Bizleri emni eman dairende tut ya Rabbi. Bizleri hakkı hak, batılı batıl olarak göster ya Rabbi. Bizleri şeyimizin edebiyle edeplendir ya Rabbi. Nuruyla nurlandır, cemaliyle cemallendir, heybetiyle heybetlendir ya Rabbi. Bizlere bırakmış olduğu emanet sünnet seni şanıyla, şerefle, muhabbet ile, aşk ile taşıyan samimi sadık kullarından olmayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Bizler aciz kuluz ya Rabbi. Sana döndük, sana sındık ya Rabbi. Bizleri nefsimizin eline bırakma ya Rabbi. Ümmeti Muhammed'i gafletten uyandır ya Rabbi. Vakti sahibine kavuşmayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Halifimizi görmeyi bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. İslam sancağının açıldığı günleri görmeyi bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Lokman Efendi Hazretleri'nin bütün ihvan kardeşlerimizi ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin emanetini ya Rabbi. Şan ile şerefle taşımayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin huzuruna temiz bir şekilde kavuşmayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin memnun edecek işlerle bizlere meşgul olmayı nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Bizleri senin sevdiğin kullarla haşr neşr eyle ya Rabbi. Senin sevdiklerini sevenlerden, senin sevdiklerinin kalplerine giren kullarından olmayı bizlere nasip ve mesele eyle ya Rabbi. Şeyhimizin yüzü su hürmetine ya Rabbi bizleri nefsimizin eline bırakma. Şeyhimizin himmetini dünya ahiret üzerimizden eksik etme ya Rabbi.
Amin, amin, amin. Estağfirullah, estağfirullah. Estağfirullah lazim, la ilahe illa huvel hayyul kayyum ve etûbü ileyh. Tevbeten abdin zâlim şura Allahümme ente rabbi la ilahe illa ente halakteni. Estağfirullah min şerri ma sanâ. Ya Vahhab, ya Vahhab, ya Vahhab, ya Musabib vel esbab, ya Mufatih al abwab, ya Mukhalib al kulub vel absar. Ya Dalil mutahhirin, ya Giyas al mustaghisin. Ya Hayy, ya Qayyum, ya Zul Celal vel ikram. Wa fi amri illa Allah, inna Allah basil bil ibad. Allahümme salli. صلاة تنجينا من جميع الأحوال والآفات وتعفنا من جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا من السيئات وصفائها من جميع الحاجات بعد الممات اللهم صل على محمد ورحمة محمد في محمد يا أرحم الراحمين ارحمنا يا أرحم الراحمين فاعف عنا يا أرحم الراحمين يا غفر الذنوب يا ستر العيوب يا فتح القلوب آمين آمين آمين السلام عليكم الحمد لله رب العالمين إلى شرف النبي مصطفى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وسابقنا ومشايخنا في تركاتنا الأشمالية العالية خاصة الأرحمة من ترك أصل حالك وجه الشحن الأشمالي محمد رئيس البحاري سلطان أولياء شاب الحافظ السلام القارة سريجة فلسطين شيخ سلطان مولانا محمد نازم الكلام العبد خليق الجمال الفاتحة فاتحة آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الله kabul etsin inşallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Mr. Madadi Sahib al-Saif, Sultan al-Yaman. Tarikatana Sahbat al-Hari min Jamiyat. This tarikat, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This tarikat is based on association, Sohbat. If you are listening to Sohbat, and if you put it in your life, what the Sohbat is saying, you'll find that time very easy for you. Dunya and Akhirat. You're not going to be sucked into the tricks and the traps of the dunya. And in the way of spirituality too, you're not going to be tricked in the way of spirituality. Of course, so many they are tricked in the way of spirituality. So many in the way of spirituality, they are thinking that they are something. So many in the way of spirituality, they think that they achieve to high stations. What Shaykh Maulana is saying, the Shaykh Efendi is telling us over and over again. We are trying to be what? Something? No. We're trying to be nothing. As long as we see that we are something, our ego is going to trick us. So tariqat and being in Jamaat and listening to Sohbat should build up in us, you and me, how to get rid of the tricks and the traps of our ego, how to understand the ego and shaitan, how they are ambushing us, how they're coming to trick us, and how awake we must be. Now we come to the point of being awake, not sleeping, day and night sleeping, Zikr sleeping, Sohbat sleeping, going through life completely sleeping. What happens to the man when he is sleeping? If in the spiritual way he is just sleeping, meaning he is not looking at himself and not understanding himself and not understanding his ego, because his tariqat is concentrating on the ego. No? We are not concentrating on the spirit. Let the spirit take care of itself. We are concentrating on removing the veils in front of us that separates us from Allah. What Allah is and how that vision is none of our business. We're not going to concentrate what is the vision behind the veils. We concentrate on what these veils are and how to remove them. For that, to remove the veils, the believer must be in awakening station. He must know that there are veils. Not to say, no, there are no veils. I already reached to Allah. Allah speaks to me. Allah comes to my dreams. Subhanallah. If we are to believe everyone speaking like that, this world is full of modern day prophets. Even the prophets, they don't speak to Allah directly. Ulul Azam prophets, they don't speak to Allah directly. You cannot be higher than Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam, he spoke to Allah directly. Although he was given the title of Kalimullah, the one who conversed, the one who talked to Allah, still he was speaking to a burning tree, and sound was coming from there. He did not speak directly to Allah. when it is said that Holy Prophet ﷺ spoke to Allah, didn't Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam always was the messenger between him and Allah? Did you ever hear the Prophet speaking directly to Allah? No. Except for the Mi'raj. And for that, Prophet has to go to Mi'raj. He had to travel 700 times, 70 times years, light years. Those numbers signifying that it is a very hard, very long journey that he has to reach. First pulling himself out from the dunya. Pulling himself out from the dunya, not to be tricked by the dunya. Then rising above the heavenly stations, not to be tricked by the heavenly stations too. Up to Sidrat al-Muntaha. And then moving on to divine presence alone. For hundreds and thousands of years by himself. To be able to be in divine presence to speak to Allah. But mashallah, now Muslims, they're saying, Allah speak to me and I speak to Allah. Of course Allah is speaking to us. Because Allah is closer to us than our jugular vein. But if you are still listening to your ego, you're still listening to dunya, you're still listening to hawa, your desires, and you're still listening to your nafs, impossible that time for you to listen to Allah. Because there's so much interference then that time. You think it is Allah, but it is shaitan. You think it is angels, but it is your ego. You think it is the awliya Allah, but it's actually those other ones. Before shooting for that, before aiming for that, before looking for what lies behind the veils, concentrate on the veils. This is what our Shaykh has taught us. Say to me if I'm saying something else other than Shaykh Efendi is saying. We are concentrating on the ego. We are concentrating on the tricks and the traps of the ego, on these veils, to see what these veils are. How our ego is tricking us today. How our ego tricked us. How we must now use the sohbat. The sohbat is like an ammunition against the ego and against the shaitan. How are we going to use the sohbat to be able to pull down this veil? How are we going to use the sohbat not to be tricked into ghaflat? Because the ghaflat, it is worse now. It is a worse situation. Because with ghaflat, with heedlessness, you cannot be a believer. Because be careful from the vision of a believer, because he sees with the nur of Allah. Isn't that what Holy Prophet ﷺ said? How is our Shaykh teaching us this? Is he concentrating on the nur of Allah? Is he concentrating on what lies behind the veils, talking about maqamats and the nur of Allah, and talking about lights here and lights there? Or is he concentrating on what blocks us? Concentrating on what makes us to be in ghaflat and how to remove that. Yes, he concentrates on that. He concentrates on making us to realize from the small to the big things, things that makes us to be in heedlessness, in heedless station. How, if you're not aware of your surroundings, and you don't care for your surroundings, how are you going to be able now to be aware of the spiritual surroundings? Everything has to have a proof. If you're saying you're aware of the spiritual surroundings, you must be aware of your physical surroundings too. We have different tests and different questions for those ones too. This is not claiming. At that time, when you've received that training, you'll be able to not only to pull people, because these days everyone pulls people, no? Shaitanic people also, they pull people. But how you are concentrating on the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ in your life, and how you are inspiring people to live the lifestyle of the sunnah of the Rasulullah ﷺ, and how we are concentrating on removing the nafs, stepping on the ego, to remove the veils that is in front of us. We just finished the zikr. Zikr, it is what? It is a garden of paradise. Don't concentrate on wanting to see the garden of paradise. So many, they come together, they make zikr, and later they say, what did you see? I saw this light. Oh, what did you see? Oh, I saw this saint. Oh, what did you see? I saw this prophet. Everyone is concentrating on that. Some things may happen to you. Our way is not to concentrate on that. Our way is concentrating. Why, when you're in front of us making zikr, you're not listening to the leader who is making a zikr? And what is it that in the day, in the week, because whatever that is happening in the week, it is going to show, the fruits of it is going to show in the zikr time. Whatever that you are concentrating on, the zikr, the sohbat, and the Jummah time will show the results of what we have been busy with. The zikr is a garden of paradise, but we are blind. If you say you see something, I'm saying you're tricking yourself too. Because if you really are, your life has to be filled with light. You must not only be holding on tightly to the sunnah, but you must be able to carry the burdens of other people. We are nothing. We are trying to be nothing. We are helpless and dirty servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, servants of the Prophet, servants of our Shaykh. We are trying to be nothing. And we are concentrating on the things, on the veils that is separating us from Allah. For that, the sohbat is important. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us in association with our Shaykh. Keep us in the association of our Jamaat. Make us to become more awake, to let go of this stubbornness that is coming in hundreds and thousands of different ways. Get rid of this arrogance that is coming in hundreds and thousands of different ways. To be with the Salihin, to learn from them, not to learn from kafirin, not to learn from the unbelievers and the hypocrites, but to learn from the Salihin and the awliya Allah. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Any questions you have, ask. Bismillah. You have tea? Bring the tea.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Are there certain things that Shaykh or a Shaykh's representative should wear or have that murid should not? For example, should a murid have a shorter beard than the Shaykh?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Oh, before we answer what a murid should wear in respect to his Shaykh, even Shaykhs these days, they're not carrying it. Alhamdulillah, we're not calling ourselves a Shaykh. We are not. But we're looking. Shaykhs, they change their identity so quickly. If they move to a place where there's a lot of unbelievers, they change the coat and tie, isn't it? When they come to the presence of Sufi kind people, they wear big turban. When they go in the presence of the Wahhabi kind people, they take it off the turban and they wear the cloth thing. Then the presence of Christians and Jews, something else, always changing. The identity of a Shaykh, the one who's representing the Prophet ﷺ, in reality, whatever is outside is a reflection of what is inside. For the believers, especially for the Shaykhs and the awliya Allah, they cannot change that. We are not claiming that. We are not saying that we are. But so many, they are claiming, but we are seeing they are changing. That means whatever is inside is also changeable. They're very quick to quote from great saints, but the lifestyle of those saints, they don't carry. Everyone quotes from Rumi. Maulana Rumi. Love and love Maulana Rumi. But no one is having the lifestyle of Hazrati Maulana Rumi, Qadal Zasir. He never changed the way he looked, his clothes, his turban, to look like an unbeliever. Never. Because for the awliya Allah, for the high-level shaykhs, for the shaykhs, once they change their clothes to look like an unbeliever, it is a very big wrong that they're doing. Which is why Hazrati Abu Yazid Bistami, Qadal Sir, when he had a dream that he was giving divine order to change his clothes to look like a Christian priest and to go into a church, he did not believe that dream. So many, they dream something and they think it is divine voice and they get so excited. Even when we say, really? Really? This divine voice is telling you that you should hold up a bank? Say, yeah, it's coming from a saint. I should. Really? Saint is telling you to hold up a bank, to rob a bank? Yeah, it is. But Hazrati Abu Yazid Bistami, Qadal, one of the highest level saints that the world has ever seen. He had dream after dream telling him that he has to change his clothes. He did not jump to believe. Finally, he did. Because for that level of a saint, when he changes his clothes, again, that is a reflection of what? His faith. That time, the believer, his faith and his outside, they are the same. It doesn't change. Alhamdulillah, in this Akhir Zaman, although we are following those ones, our shaykhs, who never change, especially after a certain age, and they assume that responsibility 100%, before that is different. But once they assume that responsibility 100%, they never change. But there is a mercy of the Akhir Zaman, because they're saying, we want to be looking like that, but sometimes we cannot because of work and this and that. We don't like it, but that is the way that we have to do. We're asking for forgiveness. We're not being proud and arrogant and say, yeah, so what? Very easy, they can help us. Very easy, they can, because they have communication with the judge. They are friends with the judge, You go to the highest, no matter the highest level of lawyers you go, it doesn't mean anything unless those lawyers, they have a personal relationship with the judge of your case. Oh, then that's it, isn't it? It works in dunya, it works in akhirat too. So Hazrat Abu Yazid Bistami Qadal, when he changed to look like a Christian priest, he went inside the church, and that was when 100 questions, 99 questions were put in front of him, and he answered every question correctly, and he managed to make that whole Jamaat, that whole congregation of Christian priests, to become Muslims. And the question that was put, what is 1 that has no 2? What is 2 that has no 3? What is 3 that has no 4? What is 4 that has no 5? Continuously. Isn't it? So, he's not doing that for fun. He's not doing that because people look at him and they like it. He's not doing that to please anyone. He's doing that because it's divine order. The shaykhs, they have to carry the haybat of the Prophet ﷺ. But nowadays, forget about sheikhs. There's some, especially Shia kind. Yeah, I'm saying Shia kind. Aga Khanis. What's it got? Bohwanis? Bokwanis? Bok what? Bohranis? Boris? Bok all. They are saying, peace and love, Ismaili Shia. But they're wearing Christian clothes all their lives, drinking champagne, playing polo, having nice big boats, yachts, racing horses, doing everything that is completely un-Islamic. They're claiming, I'm Ahlul Bayt. They're claiming, I'm a leader. I'm a Shaykh. Yeah. So, the Shaykhs, there's a certain length of beard that they have to keep, of course. Now, this is the adab. For the murids, whatever the Shaykh is, we try to mimic the Shaykh. We don't go over. If you have adab, then you're not going to go over what your Shaykh is doing, of course. It makes sense, but you're going to follow just what your Shaykh is wearing, how he is looking. So, that is what we're trying to do. Our Shaykh is an Ottoman Shaykh, which is why from time to time he wears Ottoman clothes to show these Muslims that Islam also has hebat and has the beauty of the dunya and the akhirat too. And it must show. Which is why from time to time we are putting it on to show people too. But people are getting very concerned. They say, this is too much outside show. Don't look too, basically they're saying, brother, don't look too Islamic. Why you have to look too Islamic? Isn't that pretentious? You want us to do what? To look Christian, that's more honest? If you look more Yahudi, that's more sincere? If you look more secular, that's more natural? Why? Well, empty heads. And we're not wearing like this in Muslim countries. We're wearing like this in the middle of America. We're wearing like this right in front of the White House. For 7 years, we're making zikr, wearing like this, calling azan, making zikr, Shaykh Efendi, and us for over 7 years without any fear, without any shame. And if you have an ounce of understanding about non-Muslims too, you know that what they respect, what they admire, is if you have what? Confidence, belief in yourself, or self-esteem. Self-esteem. They respect you for that. If you try to be apologetic, trying to hide, trying to assimilate because you're ashamed of who you are, especially in America, you're ashamed of who you are, they don't give you too much respect. If you go up, firstly, they'll think like this, like that, but you smile, you talk to them. Yeah. Then they warm up to you. They say, yeah, we're people anyway, because there's something about this nation too. They want to rise above certain feelings that they have. It's no good. They say being racist is no good. Do they practice it? Yes, they do. But as a nation, they say it's no good. There's something better than as a nation saying it's good. So, we're trying to follow our Shaykh. And we must know where the limit is, inshallah. The Shaykh has to keep a certain length of a beard. If the Shaykh is going to come with a, what do they call that? 5 o'clock shadow beard. Sheikhs, 5 o'clock shadow. They're looking like a hipster. These days, hipster kind. They keep beard too. And some, they have 5 o'clock shadow. And the sheikhs, they want that because that looks very fashionable. No, they keep something. I wish I have more beard. I wish my beard is more thicker, fuller, like Shaykh. And there's so many of you. Allah give me this much. Like one of our brothers is saying, why are you shaving your beard? Because he just came, he never kept it, he was pretty young. He says, it's not heavily populated, he's saying. I'm saying, what? It's not heavily populated. Say, okay, we understand you. Your English is weird, but we understand you. So my beard is not heavily populated also. A little bit Chinese kind, but it's okay. What can I do? I wish it's nice and thick, like Chef, and thick like this, but he put this one here with this kind of beard. We have to be happy with that also. But if you can, keep it long. Don't keep a goatee. There's so many sheikhs and imams also, very fashionable. They shave all here, they keep a goatee. Because it doesn't look too threatening, too Muslim, you know. Ya Allah. Yeah. Like I said, imams and sheikhs, they don't have no excuse. The rest, you may have an excuse. You're working, you're in military, you're in police, you're a doctor, you're this, you're that. You may have some excuse. At least we say, keep a mustache. A man must keep a mustache. Have you ever seen a cat without a whiskers? How he looks? Doesn't look like a cat, right? At least keep a mustache. But these sheikhs and imams in these days, they don't. Ahir Zaman. They say that's not important. What is important is in our heart. Whatever is in your heart must show out. That means in your heart you don't have enough faith and trust in the sunnah. That the sunnah, whatever that you carry, the sunnah, it brings you light. It brings you blessings. It brings you protection here and hereafter. Shaykh Maulana Hazrat Ari is saying that so many Greek Orthodox priests, they are heavily anti-Muslim too throughout history, but so many of them, just because they're keeping the mustache and the beard, the sunnah of the Rasulullah, they're going to get blessed. They're going to find safety because of that. But so many Muslim imams now and sheikhs saying, no, it's not important. You can shave it off. Shave it, they say. I went one time to a masjid, and the imam is wearing coat and tie, shaved face. When the time comes, he brings, those $5 jubbas that you buy. $5 jubbas. The Turks, they're experts wearing it sometimes. They take that, they put it on, and those plastic covered turbans, they put it on just to pray. After that, quickly take it off because it's like fire. It's like burning them. Quickly take it off. And they're, now I'm comfortable in my suit and tie. And I said to him, I've never in my life seen a Christian priest or a Jewish rabbi wearing a turban and wearing jubbah. And when it's time for the Christian or Jewish service, they put on a hat and they put on coat and tie. Then later, after it's over, they quickly take it off to be more comfortable in their Muslim clothes. I say, but sheikhs, they are doing this. Imams, they are doing this. This is important for us to remind ourselves. Are we saying that we are better than others? No. People who want to misunderstand, they can misunderstand anything. But understand what we're trying to say, that we must feel happy, we must be proud of our Muslim identity. We should not be ashamed. And those ones who are leaders, who are ashamed of the Muslim identities, we say, shame on you. You are our role models. You should show some respect to yourself and to the religion of Allah, because you are bringing hundreds and thousands of people in front of you and you are making them to follow you. So many, they're listening to some of our talks and they're saying, oh, they're very hard on people. They like to criticize and slam all the sheikhs and the imams. I said, no, I don't like to do it. But if something is there, I'm going to say, isn't our religion what? Isn't our yesterday's sohbat? Religion is speaking what? Governments and nations must say what? Say, Amri bil Ma'ruf Nahi ani munkar. Amr bil ma'ruf, to enjoin that which is good and to forbid that which is bad. So we're speaking from this position. We see something good, we say it is very good. Follow. We see something bad, we say this is very bad. Don't follow. Especially now we are in tariqat, we have to be very specific about things. Since when in tariqat means you see something bad and we say follow. Since when we in tariqat and in Islam we see something good and we say don't follow. Ahir zaman, it has to be. May Allah forgive me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Evet. Başka?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to know more about divine power and importance of zikr.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Divine power is not our business. Divine power is the business of divinity, Allah. Importance of zikr, it is very important. Zikr, it is life. Zikr is what makes your heart to be alive. The heart that does not remember Allah, it is dead. Once you start making more zikr, you're remembering Allah, not just to sit with a tasbih to say Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, but your heart is somewhere else, your mind is somewhere else, your eyes are somewhere else, your ears are somewhere else. No. That is just a zikr that you're doing with the physical. You're going through the motions. Now for the zikr to enter into your heart, not just for your heart to say Allah, Allah, Allah, Allah, all my time my heart is saying Allah. No. It is to see everything that is the power of Allah in there, but you are not going to see it everything to have the power of Allah. You are only going to concentrate that time again on your Prophet, on your Shaykh. Meaning even if you see the powers of Allah everywhere else, somebody comes to show you something, you're going to say, no, I concentrate only on my Shaykh. Yeah, one master, not two. So that time when it touches to your heart, there are signs, like I said. There must be signs, there must be proof. Proof that you are making real zikr. First, you're not going to be sleeping all the time. You're going to be awake and you're going to be aware. You're going to carry your responsibility that time. Dunya and Akhirat. You're going to be able to listen carefully. I have so many. They're worshipping so much. But what? But simple things that Shaykh Efendi has been saying for years, you're not getting it. You're not listening. You're not understanding. We say, how can you not understand? Shaykh Efendi has been speaking about this for years. Oh, I don't know. How can you not know? That means your heart is somewhere else. So it cannot be like that. You become more aware that time. You become more awake. You will start running to serve Allah. You start running first to serve those ones who are serving Allah. Then you will find your murad in the hizmat that you are doing. And you're going to run, you're not going to care what the whole world says that time. Your father says, your mother says, your grandfather, your children. You're saying, no, Allah has shown me this is my mission. And like the prophets and the awliya Allah, they don't care for anything else except fulfillment of that mission, then I'm going to be the same too. Inshallah Rahman, we will come to that understanding one day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sometimes you have said, speak to your Shaykh in a few answers.
Yes.
I live in the UK and I don't understand how I can be in the company of my Shaykh and for him to advise on what to do unless I'm physically with the Shaykh. Do you think I should move closer to the Dergah, come to America?
Well, if your Shaykh is in America, you should speak to your Shaykh. He's in America. If your Shaykh is in England, speak to him. If your Shaykh is somewhere else, so many Shaykhs in this world, you take your pick. But if you are following Sahibul Saif's way, you can always consult with us. Our way is not closed. It is living tradition, alhamdulillah. Inshallah, may Allah give us the power to continue this tradition, to give us the power to continue this living tradition. We are still making sohbat, we are still making zikr, our lines are still open, we are still speaking to people. Now we are using the technology to make it easier for people to come into contact with us. You may ask, live broadcast. You don't want to. You may call the Dergah. Sometimes it's difficult to reach us. That's natural. Try again. You may text us, message, SMS. So many ways to reach, to speak to your Shaykh, to be in consultation with us if you want, to the Dergah, to the America. But if your Shaykh is somewhere else, he should be more open to listen to you. Of course, there's some Shaykhs, they're so big, they cannot reach to everyone. You know, they come in thousands. They cannot be listening to all thousands. But just as Holy Prophet ﷺ, he has 124,000 Sahabis. And every one of them, they're representing the Prophet ﷺ. So many high-level ones that they are going to different areas. Prophet says, now you are my ambassador. So the Shaykhs also, they follow that tradition. They have different wakils and different representatives, so that physically these ones may reach to others that the Shaykh cannot reach to physically. So if you want to move to the Dergah, be my guest. If you want to come to America, you're always welcome here. Our door is always open. We don't tell people you cannot come. We don't tell anyone who is making a zikr that they're in the wrong way. So many they're saying that we are in the wrong way. We're making zikr. So many they're saying we're making the zikr of shaitan. They said that when Shaykh Efendi was alive. They said don't go to Abdulkerim's associations. They're making the zikr of shaitan. Very good. Make more slander, make more fitna, more heaviness that we have, more sins that we have. We transfer it to you. You take it. Pretty soon, I'm going to send trays of dates to different people who are making fitna and slander about us. Like Hazrati Hassan, alayhi salam, radiallahu an, that somebody slander him and backbite about him. He sent him a tray of dates. So I'm going to make it. If you get that in your mail, then you know I'm thanking you. I'm going to start doing that. Couple of days. I'm not going to send you a whole tray. So many people, they don't like dates anyway. Stuff a lot. Yeah, it's okay. So, but if you want to come to the Dergah, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay. Give.
I want to reach to Hakikat. I have had enough. Now I want to be on this way, but I just cannot make it. Please help me to reach to Hakikat and to bring nur to my darkened heart.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First you have to take bayat. You have to be in sohbat. You have to be in consultation with your guide. You have to have obedience and submission and hizmet. If you are sincere, important thing is sincerity. Very easy for that guide now to put light into your heart. Very easy now, you'll start walking in the way of hakikat. Everything has to have a beginning. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. That is the first step that you have to do. Then once you take one step, what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying? If you walk to me, I will run to you. So, we are taking steps towards haqq, towards haqiqat. That time, Allah will run to us. That is our intention, inshallah. Have we found the way? We have found our guide, who is guiding us on the way. And he is Sahibul Saif, Shaykh Abdulkerim Kibrisi, Rabbani. Alhamdulillah, today, this morning, we managed to make ziyarat of his grave during Fajr prayer. We had some brothers in Cyprus who was visiting Shaykh and his grave, his maqam, his turba. Then inshallah Rahman, we are going to start to build. So many they want to build. We say, you want to help, you can help us. It's okay. If you want to help, you can help us. You want to build something, you can help us. Not build something, you can help us. We just have been a little bit tied up. Because new style, waqaf suddenly becomes private property. So what can we do? New style. Doing something for the sake of Allah, then later say, I want it back, and I want interest. We say, didn't you do it for the sake of Allah? Yeah, but I want it back, and I want interest. Didn't you put it for waqaf? It's in my name, by civil law. Give it back to me, with interest. So we say, okay, we don't fight. Take it. You said it's for waqaf, you say it's for the sake of Allah, but you want it back, take it. We have nothing. Everybody wants something from us. We have something to give, alhamdulillah. So take it. So we've been a bit tied up. But things are going to start, inshallah Rahman. So somebody was there this morning with a FaceTime, so you're using technology. Instead of using FaceTime for nonsense, use it for the sake of Allah. And it's showing he's there physically, Shaykh and his grave after Ishraq. So we were sitting after Ishraq. Their time was in the afternoon, something. So other brothers started to come, and we recited Yasin. We made some visitation. It's okay. So many are now going to say, oh, that's bid'ah. Of course they're going to say it's bid'ah. Ahli Tariqah is going to say it's bid'ah. Then you believe awliya Allah, they're dead. You're no worse than a Wahhabi. If you can do FaceTime to one another for nonsense, we cannot do FaceTime with our Shaykh. Of course we can. So I'm saying that because today is the 515th day since Shaykh Efendi passed. And it is the 74th week. 5-1-5-11. 74-11. And I said, how many people, how many men there are all there? Altogether 11. So very good. Everything is fitting. And we're giving thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. We're not giving thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Thanksgiving today. So many Muslims, they are saying, no, it's okay. Thanksgiving is okay. Even the Americans now, they start to feel very guilty celebrating Thanksgiving. They say because Thanksgiving was the Christians, after they massacred 700 Native Americans, they sit down to give thanks to eat. And every time they murder Native Americans, they sit down. Did you know about this? What Indians are they called? Pequot Indians. They have Thanksgiving. There were so many Thanksgiving in a year, there's always a Thanksgiving. Abraham Lincoln had to limit it to one. Say one Thanksgiving is enough. So, we are thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that today, alhamdulillah, we managed to make ziyarat of our Shaykh's grave, and inshallah one day we will be there physically to fix certain things as he likes when he opens it, inshallah. This much is enough. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is there such a thing as being born with psychic powers?
Bismillah. Yes. Next question. You want answer? You're gonna come here. We'll make you work in the barn first. See if you get psychic powers. You're gonna shovel manure. Then we're gonna make you to work with Cuban. Then you're gonna get lots of psychic power. Ashka.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I have heard about tefekkür from the Sohbets, but I don't understand fully what it means. Is this knowledge something I can ask for its meaning?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In our way, tafakkur, fikr, to think, to reflect, to meditate, to analyze, to look carefully, to observe yourself. This is what tafakkur is. Take something, knowledge that is going to benefit us. This benefits us. Don't look at other kinds of knowledge, what tafakkur is, what muraqabah is, what rabita is. Tafakkur, for us, meditation. It means to sit down, to be fully aware, to take into account of what we did today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Daily to take into account. I woke up. What crossed my heart? First thing when I woke up. I woke up thinking about breakfast. What I'm going to eat today, isn't it? Sitting there waking up, I don't want to wake up. I have to wake up. What am I going to eat for breakfast? I'm going to have some sucuk. That's nice. Sucuk. No, it's too fattening. I'm on diet. I have to eat oatmeal. Then you start fighting, having conversation with yourself. What are you going to have for breakfast? Tafakkur is going to teach us to say, no good. Don't wake up thinking about that. You're going to wake up first to renew your shahadat. Then to analyze yourself, to say, today I woke up, okay, I renewed my shahadat, I took wudu, I pray, fajr, after that what did I do? I did this. Who did I speak to? I spoke to this. Why did I speak to him? What was the reason? What was the intention? Did I speak it for the sake of Allah or not? I did this wrong. I lost my temper with this one. I hit this one. I yelled at this one. I looked wrong thing at this. I thought wrong thing over here. That is what you do. You take into accounting. Tafakkur. That is what it is. You did something wrong, you say, Astaghfirullah, Ya Rabbi. I admit. I'm not trying to hide. I'm not trying to be slick. I'm not trying to have forked tongue. I'm not trying to hide. I'm saying, I did it wrong. Astaghfirullah. Give me the strength, Ya Rabbi, for me not to repeat this mistake. I'm a weak one. Let me say for that reason, Astaghfirullah 100 times. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. I did this. I did good. Alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbi, shukr, alhamdulillah. I did this. I managed to help this person. I did my work well. I feel good about it. Alhamdulillah, shukr. You're going to say alhamdulillah. Sit like that. Because that is what's going to happen on Judgment Day. They're going to open everything. They're going to look to your book. If you are checking your book, that time on Judgment Day, they say, open his book. Oh, but he already opened it. He went through it. Then no need. Close his book. Let him to go. Yeah. That is what tafakkur is. Begin with that. Because once you start doing that, then other things will come. Rabita is going to come. Muraqabah is going to come, definitely. Awareness of what you start to think about will come. Awareness of what you do. Awareness, what principles of Naqshbandi order. Awareness of breath will come. Awareness of speech will come. Awareness of everything is going to come. We don't like to speak it. But simple things like that, everything is going to come together. That is what it means. So, sit. This is all traced back to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. What did he say? 1 hour of meditation, it is better than 70 years of worship. 70 years of nafila ibadat. 1 hour meditation. Awliya Allah, they're saying, we are so weak now. Not 1 hour, 5 minutes. You sit down to meditate is better than 70 years of worship. You want to worship like you're worshipping Nafila Ibadah for 70 years? Sit down and be aware of yourself. That time, you will start to understand your tricks and traps of the ego. That time, you start to understand yourself. You start to understand the world because you are starting to think. You're taking time to think. May Allah make it easy for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Evet. Başka. Inshallah Rahman, I will see you tomorrow at Juma. You can join us if you like. We're making intention next Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday, the Fajr time, for live broadcast to be open from Cyprus. That we are going to have a ziyarat of Shaykh Efendi's grave in Cyprus. We're going to pray Fajr and recite the Yasin together with him. If you like, you may join us. It's as if, it'll be counted as if you are there physically. A lot of blessings and openings will come to you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. El-Fatiha. Amin. Görüşürüz. Allah'a emanet ol. Selamun aleyküm.